please give a warm welcome to Triumph, the Insult. You just cheered paper. Okay. Nerds. Dorks. Geeks. Mouth breathers. Noobs. Droids. Druids. Trekkies. Sweaties. Clannies. Dandruffies, atrocities, stalkers, molesters, stalkers transitioning into molesting, predators, fondlers, the whole molesting community, fat people, other fat people, even fatter people. Fat people, regular fat people, super fat. It's an honor to say, welcome to Comic-Con. It's an honor to speak here at Comic-Con. Wait, I just erased the joke. Worth the wait. I'm reading from this. It's an honor to be asked to speak at Comic-Con. Con, of course, is short for convention, and comic is how to describe your attempts at satisfying a woman. But I'm talking about nerds in general. The fans of the Aquabats are different. Yes, for the Aquabats hold a special place in my heart, or more specifically, a special place up my pooper, where the hand of the nerdy Jewish guy controls my every move, much like his brethren still control the media to this day. We know it's true. Yes, the hand of my pooper feels a special bond toward the Aquabats, and with their creator, the great Christian Jacobs. For much like Christian, the hand of my pooper has a child's sense of possibility, an adult's pair of man boobs, and also very much like Christian, the hand of my pooper is not above still squeezing all the juice out of a 20-year-old idea. You may have seen the hand on my pooper earlier today, pimping out yours truly for a new sitcom on Adult Swim. Thank you. Good luck with that turd, old man. Or even sadder, you may have seen the hand of my pooper signing action figures of the ambiguously gay dude. Yes. Specifically. His very handsome tin coat, featuring Ace Gary and the villainous big head. There he is. Yes. What the hell are you making me do? If you order now, this entire collection is just $59.99. And if you wait 3 weeks, it's $12.99. Okay, I'm done with that. You're on your own, loser. Ladies and gentlemen, here to actually moderate your Aquabats panel, the one, the only, Robert Smigel? Smigel! Robert Smigel!
do love the Aquabats. I knew them as a band for many years, but I rediscovered them on the hub as a parent, and I was like, okay, so I don't just have to watch the Power Rangers with my boys, I can actually watch something funny, something crazy. I got to see them, I got to meet the Aquabats, and Christian in particular, when they performed in New York, and Christian asked me we became friends, and Christian asked me to write something that would help them get an Emmy nomination this year for writing, and it worked. I'm going to read you a little bit of it because Christian liked it. He typed it up all special for me. Kids shows, it's a little pompous, morning, but all true. Kids shows like commercials. Once the easiest thing to make fun of. I used to make fun of them a lot on Saturday Night Live, actually. Kids shows have now become almost suffocatingly self-aware, aiming for the perceived sweet spot of attracting kids but making their parents laugh too. But too often this means jamming in adult jokes, lazy snark, and referential pop culture stuff that passes for smart, goes over the kids' heads, as if it's impossible for kids and adults to laugh at the same thing. When I was growing up, Bugs Bunny cartoons managed to accomplish that pretty effortlessly, just by mixing simple and smartly observed comedy, character comedy with an anarchy, like the Marx Brothers. First cartoon in years to even come close to that to me was SpongeBob. And more recently, my kids discovered the Aquabats Super Show. Lesser known, but the only other show to hit the real sweet spot where we all laugh our, I'm not allowed to say it, tushies off at the exact same stuff. Now, I compare it to the original Batman series, for you old people. I grew up with the Batman series, which was another one of those rare parent and child pleasers. And the Aquabats parodies its subject matter similarly. But it's not retro, it's not a retread, it has its own fresh style with crazy new music and flashy editing. And from every second of every episode, it's got the same kind of anarchy as Batman and the Marx Brothers, my favorite kind of comedy. So, and every episode starts with a segment that's probably my favorite segment of the entire episode. And I'm told that as a favor that they've made a presentation right now of my favorite part of the show. So why don't we take a look at that? Woo. Previously on, thank you for the nerdgasm that I just enjoyed. Well, it's time to bring out the men of the hour. We have music for this. Take a seat, men of the hour, Aquabats. Thank you, sir. Incredible to have you here. Look at all these people here, it's so late. break night. Let's get right to it. All right. We watched the previous and beyond. It's now time for the discussion. Yeah! Let's talk about stuff. We are going to talk about themes. Here's the first question. Aquabats. Any one of you can take this. Nothing has been prepared or planned. Aquabats are celebrating. Everybody knows this. What is the 20th anniversary? This band has been existing for 20 in various incarnations. This particular one is my favorite. But best one ever! Of anything. Congratulations, gentlemen. Now, don't touch it. A lot of shows have created bands for a show, right? Like the Monkees and many other ones. Creating bands. You've done what no other band has ever achieved. Creating a television show, a successful one, a brilliant one, after you've been a band for 18 years or so. History. You guys were at it for Christian, it was like 10 years it took to get long time in the air. Maybe 18 years. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think we started trying to make the show early on. I think we started talking with networks about a show like 97-ish. And here we are a long time later.
Yeah, well, persistence. This is a lesson. Let this be a lesson. This man never gave up. Never gave up. Because I believe me, everybody gets rejected repeatedly. I've given up on numerous projects. I wrote a movie for these guys with Stephen Colbert. And I'm still trying to it was originally for Alec Baldwin and Jim Carrey. Now I'm sending it to Channing Tatum. It's really good. Channing Tatum and Justin Bieber. Never going to happen. Except Christian tells me never give up.
Never give up. The commander says never give up.
That's a command.
All these guys, everybody.
What I want to know is how has the show affected your band? How is having a TV show had an effect on the Aquabats band itself?
They rocked last night!
Yeah! What are the words of
Craig, you should take it.
Well, it's kind of crazy, when we're filming, we're laying in the mud and then pouring goop on us and getting punched in the face, trying to run us over the battle tram and having us fall off the battle tram, jump in lakes, and get hurt every day. I kind of forgot we were a band sometimes. In fact, some of the crew, I don't think even really realized we were a real band until we did the pool party episode and we actually really played. And they're like, oh, you guys are a real band, that's crazy. But I think it has like you were bad actors. Well, obviously it's changed, the dynamic of our shows a bit. It's affected because there's all these rad little kids that come down to kids. And also, it's really encouraged us to write more music and work harder every day because we have all this free time now. So, albums are just going to start pouring off of the waterfall any day.
Speaking of pool party, were you able? I went to a show where during the song Pool Party, they invited all the kids on stage. Were you able to do that in San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah, the kids were on the stage. Yeah.
We had to have all the kids sign waivers and stuff, and their lawyers had to be present. Whenever we had to come by. Took a little extra time. We're throwing a lot less people off the stage these days.
More.
It's still in our hearts to throw kids off the stage.
I heard someone boo back there when you said that. Not a fan of not throwing kids out. That's right. Let me ask you this. This is a question Triumph wanted to know. He said, you guys are incredible musicians and athletes.
Do you want to do your own stunts?
Yes, we do.
Are you kidding? Seriously?
We have the emergency room visits and scars to prove it.
Yeah, for the most part, we do our own stunts, and not because we're like super athletic, just because we can't really afford it. So, we do, from time to time, have stuntmen on board to help out in case of things. In fact, that's what we won an Emmy for. It was stunt coordinating. Which is pretty awesome.
Took a lot of preparation.
Pretty insane.
Now you
I think the episode that was for the anti-bats episode, which is part of the new batch of shows. I don't know, maybe some of you have seen those episodes. Yeah. It was a crazy kind of road warrior-esque battle that we staged, and we had actors really riding motorcycles, and guys, the stunt coordinator showed up, and he's like, I didn't know I was supposed to bring any harnesses or anything. I got some rope in my truck. We literally tied somebody on top of the battle train, and we're going 50 miles down the highway.
Now, when we
It's insane.
When we say tied to the top of the battle tram, they had a rope around their ankle, and then the other end of the rope was tied around the rail of the battle tram. If they fall, it would have caught them and slammed them into the side of the battle tram until we stopped. I mean, it was
dangerous.
crazy.
Safety first.
At least they would have been drug along with the battle train instead of
It would get down easier.
You don't want to Emmy for safety, though.
It's true. Just coordination.
The best part too is the cops are like, "That's awesome."
Good to know. Yeah. Going to raise a family in that town. The Anti-Bats episode, a girl who turned out, she ended up on Saturday Night Live, didn't she?
That's right. Noelle Wells was on the show.
Yeah. Your favorite character?
Rachel Moonbow.
Moonbeam.
Moonbow, yeah.
Right? You guys find a lot of hilarious supporting players and guests. Do you know them from just the California comedy community, or do they audition?
A lot of guests we pull from are people that funny friends. We know our funny friends, like Matt Marty right here, and
Funny friend.
Dallas.
Funny friend.
But then we introduced to a lot of funny people through Upright Citizens Brigade, Matt Walsh, and Upright Citizens Brigade.
All right.
You know all of those guys.
How long have you known Matt Walsh? From Veep.
For a few years. Yeah, from Veep.
Yes, and Lisa, what's the name of the lady who played the camp counselor?
Leslie Hall. Leslie. A lot of the guests we've met on previous production, Yo Gabba
Gabba. Created. While Christian was trying to come up with was trying to push through the Aquabats, one day he was watching a kid's show with horrendous music, I think. To put it, well, you know.
The correct story is I was watching shows with my daughter, but I'm a dad, so I wasn't watching anything. I was just turning the channels.
Okay, yeah.
That's what dads do. They
Yes.
don't watch.
No.
And so I was flipping past the channels, and it was like MTV or something, and it was like 50 Cent up in the club or something like that. I noticed that my daughter stopped what she was doing, and she looked at the TV.
How old was your daughter?
2 or 3. She's 14 now, so. And whatever was on the TV was super inappropriate, so I turned the channel really fast, but then I noticed going back around the horn, whenever that beat would come in, she'd stop what she was playing with for 20s or whatever. Right. Looking at the TV, and it was like, kids like beats, kids like good music. It doesn't have to be like, on a piano and a singing, It can be good music. Kids like good music. So
Yeah.
we tested the Ramones, and we put her in a laboratory, and those are kids that like good music. A lot of these lyrics gotta go, but
Yeah.
so we just wanted to make a show that had good music. We've been working on the
Aquabats for years and years before trying to make this show happen.
And Yo Gabba Gabba happened like that, right?
Yeah, it just was like the opposite of the Aquabats. I mean, we shot it and it was on the air within a year, which is like never happens.
And it has the best music in the history of kid shows, I think. I mean, so thank you. As a parent, I have to say thank you for that one, because that helped me get through when my kids were 2 through 4. Was Yo Gabba Gabba, and then it segued right into the Aquabats.
You can thank some of these guys for a lot of that music. Ricky Fitness, Party in My Tummy.
And I think the same people who writes the songs on the show now, like who wrote Burger Rain? Funny friend.
We have a really cool way of doing things. We invite all of our friends that we work with. Sometimes end up being on the show. Our friend Matt Horney and Dallas is walking by here. Warren Fitzgerald from a band called the Vandals. Not just music, right? Actually writes episodes with us. So the way we approach the music is similar, right? Jimmy the Robot?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We got the script, and the script calls for a song about burgers falling from the sky, and everybody takes a crack at it.
We've got a pile of...
There's a pile of failed Burger Rain songs. Really? Somewhere in the
Failed every song.
Yeah.
For every song you hear, there's 3 or 4 that didn't make it.
Yeah.
It's totally frustrating, but really we write a bunch of songs and pick the best.
Right.
So, for some songwriters, it could get frustrating. Like, my songs never get picked. But
do you ever have the idea for the song before, the reverse, where you write the show to the song? Have you ever done that?
Sharkfire.
Yeah,
Sharkfire. That was episode. We wrote a Marching Girl episode too. That hasn't seen the light of day yet.
Not yet. It's wrong. Not yet. It's just wrong. I don't know, man. Well, anyway, thank you for the amazing music. Every snowflake special. Just like you.
That's Gerard Way from my
Gerard Way. You wrote that with you, right? You wrote that with a collaboration.
Every snowflake's different, but also the Anti-Bats episode we wrote together, and he helped co-write some of the songs in that episode. So I think we all had a little bit more of a utopian idea of how this is going to work. Like, hey, we're going to make a show, it's going to be fun, but it ends up being a ton of work and way more than we thought. And I think the way we make the show is different than any show that people make at all, because we actually, most shows, Jason, you can speak to this a little bit, but most shows, it's one person for one job. Those are called union shows. Which, union is great, but with the union, we wouldn't be able to do as much together. Or split up things like, okay, you go on stuff. Yeah, you score this one, or Jimmy and Ricky, you take this one, and we'll take that one, and we'll crash, go sweep the floor. Yeah, crash. Take out the trash.
Those are some clean floors, though.
Beat those walls. So we all do so much on the show. I think people are surprised. I can't take all the credit. We got prop people and people we work with on the show. Our buddy Augie,
They're here. It's amazing. What is the budget? If I may be so, if that's not a personal question, what is the budget? Because the show looks unbelievable.
Season 1, the budget was just under $300,000 an episode,
which sounds like a lot of money to people.
For an action television show, though, it's
well, let's just say House of Cards on Netflix, a show about politicians that don't explode. like ant people or anything. It costs $4 million an episode. So the Aquabats we're like barely scratching the surface of Kevin Spacey's pants.
We could have shot that scene where he walks into the room.
Yeah.
That's it.
But our buddy Christopher Dolgaris, who did a lot of special effects with us, they hired him on House of Cards. He's their lead special effects guy on the show. And we're like, what are you doing every day? He's like, there's effect shots in every shot. We paint at. David Fincher comes in and says, I want the whole city to look different. It's like, why don't you just go shoot it somewhere else?
I have a photograph on my phone that sums up our show. It was taken at 3 in the morning. Christians holding 3 fake necks for ladyfingers with fake heads on them. They're like, 7 feet tall. You can see eagle bones holding the ladder for our cinematographer Jeff Butcher, who's here. Jeff Butcher with a camera, and then Mark Howe, these guys' buddies, like with the rod above the set, holding it with a string.
Fishing line.
Yeah, while Jimmy had a fever like 102, right? And my wife was asleep drooling on the couch in the other room with a green screen mask on her head to like come out and play ladyfingers. And that was the show.
And Crash was sleeping the floor.
We should probably cut through
A lot of
these.
stuff we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so what do you want to talk about how you guys learned to act so well on the show? Ricky,
Well, we're all great actors now, right?
The secret is you don't look like what? For real?
What?
No way.
What time is it?
It's 9:45.
Yeah, but those.
What was the show?
Started 15 minutes late. I said we
Yeah,
go
exactly.
He died his cast! I've got the show on the air. I make the decisions.
Yeah, no, this thing started 15 minutes late.
Oh, real quick, we never really were professional actors, obviously, but right before we started shooting the first season, Matt Walsh from Upright Citizens Brigade and Veep, he came in and gave us like a 2-day course in comedy acting. We got there at like 9 a.m. and left at 6 every night, just totally comedied out. It was mad comedy.
And then we kind of learned a lot on the show. Like, I kind of learned that my funniest moments when I wasn't really trying to be funny and I did something stupid, and it was like, hey, that was really stupid, that's funny. So sometimes my bad acting is really what made me a great actor.
You all discovered your strengths and your many limitations.
Yeah. So let's jump forward, maybe.
Okay, well, tell me, should we show some deleted scenes?
Yeah, let's show some scenes from episodes. So Jason, why don't you set this